Okay, we are working on a drawing of cute monsters all in a row. And so we have a long piece of paper about 6 by 18. And I started by folding it so that I had 4 even spaces to work with. So these end out to be rectangular spaces. Okay, and then I'm going to do a shape in each space for the different shaped heads. So I'm going to start down here with a circle. And I would suggest that you do this in pencil first. My students would probably get a tracer for each one of these shapes, just to get started and so that we have a good size to start with. Okay, so I've got my circle and then my square, now a triangle, and a rectangle. Okay, then I'm going to start with the first one here, and I'll draw the body. So for this one, we're just making 2 lines straight down, and then a little rectangle coming out on this side, and a little rectangle coming out on the other side, and then just some little curves for the hands. I just did 3 bumps. Bump, bump, bump. Okay, and then the next body, I did just a little longer neck, and then a hill or a half circle or just a curve, and then a little rectangle on each side, and then another rectangle on each side. Okay, and then the next one, I did a little skinny neck, and then a rectangle for the shirt, and triangles just out and in for the shirt, the sleeves, out and in. And then the arms are just coming off of that. 2 skinny diagonal lines. And then if you want to know how I did the Nike symbol, I just did sort of like a check mark, but it's curved. And then just repeat it underneath. Okay, and then the last body, I did a little neck. This one's a little longer than that one, it's okay. And then a triangle type of body, just coming out and out. Okay, so for the faces, I was doing circles for the eyes on the first one. Two big circles. And then inside of that, a curve. So it looks like it's looking that way. Same thing on this one, a curve. Okay, and then a smaller circle inside. And then for the smile, curving smile, little line on each side, and pointy teeth. Okay, and then the ears, I just made little points up and curving in, up and curving in. And he's got some eyebrows. And then his hair is just like a letter B. A little collar on his shirt too. And then I gave him a little king's hat. So just two straight lines coming up. And then a zigzag across. Okay, you can also color this part in with my marker or with pencil if you're using pencil, just so you know which part of the eye is the black part and then which part is the white part. Okay, then on to the next one. For this one I did eyes like hills. So a hill, and then another hill. And then I connected it at the bottom. And then these eyes were looking up, so I'm making a curve, kind of like a smile. And then the circles are towards the top. This one I also gave eyelashes. And some little eyebrows again. And a nice big smile. And then lips. So I made two bumps. Bump, bump on the top. And then just one curve underneath. And then for the hair, I just kind of made lines going in like a diagonal, like a triangle, a low triangle. And then I connected it with a little square or rectangle. And then I made a line on either side of the top and connected that with a zigzag. And then the ears on this one I made like little rectangles. Out, down, back in. And then again this part of the eye I colored in. Okay, then my third one, triangle, I just did one eye. And then I made the eyelid come across. And then I made a curve inside of it. And then a circle inside of that. And then the smile, nice and wide. Two lines on either side, or one line on each side. And then the tongue I made sticking out, just curving out and back in. And then a little line inside of it. Then this guy has really big ears, so I just made a big bump on either side of the head. And then you can just follow that curve. And you can make it curve all the way down too if you want to, like I did on this one, or you can just leave it this way. And then I just gave him some curly hair with bumps, like a cloud. And then my last one here, I did circles for the eyes, 4 of them. Maybe you can only fit 3. That's okay. And then I tried to make them go in different directions. So this one curving this way with the circle on this side. This one curving the other way with the circle more on this side. This one more curling up with the circle on this side. And this one more looking down with the circle on this side. Okay, and then the mouth, I did kind of almost like a rectangle, but you don't close it up. And then I added on some little square teeth, down, over, up, down, over, up. And then on top of the head, I added some straight lines. And then I put some more eyeballs in there. So I made a circle on top of each one. And then I just went across each one for an eyelid. And then just a little scoop underneath for the black part of the eye, and then a little tiny circle inside each one. Okay, so then I have the black part to color in. Each one. And so you could do this project on white paper, of course, rather than the orange or some other color, and then just color it in with markers or regular crayons. I used the construction paper crayons for coloring in because they show up really nicely on the construction paper. So just to give you an example of how nicely they show up. Let's see, I think I used this greenish color for the skin on the first one here. So, you know, if you used a regular green crayon on construction paper, it turns out okay. But these construction paper crayons were made special for showing up on the different color construction paper. Okay. Oh, and of course my name. Okay, so good luck with yours. I hope it turns out just wonderfully for you, and I hope you have a fabulous day and that you enjoy making your art.